Hello. This is a different video, but I wanted to show off something that I have been working on lately. Usually I do like an edited video, and I have like all the direct inputs and all that recorded. But in this video, I'm just gonna show my piano in my basement. It's a J&C Fisher upright spinet piano. It's about 40 years old. It was my dad's when he was young, and you can see here there's a mark. Somebody tuned it on January 14th, 1983. And then me and my dad tuned it like 2 years ago. But it fell out of tune pretty quick, and we also didn't really tune it that good because we didn't really know what we were doing. But just recently I tuned it up again, and the way I did that was I used just like a regular chromatic instrument tuner for like the middle octave to like set the temperament, and then after that I just matched octaves and fifths by ear, and it worked pretty okay. Since it's like old and it's sat like for years in a storage room, some of the strings just like so set in their ways that they're like they didn't hold the tune as good as others, but I've gotten it to a point where it sounds pretty good. I'll also show you on the hammers here. I thumbtacked it to make it a Tack piano. The good thing about these is, like, I know like this can damage the hammers and stuff, but they were already kind of beat up. They already had like imprints of the strings on them anyway. So, and if I ever want the regular sound back, I can just take these out, which might be a lot of work, but it's all right. And the easier way to do this is to invest in like a mandolin rail where you can just like hit a pedal and have like all the metal come down, go back up. But I just want to try something different, and I kind of like the Tack sound for now for the kind of stuff I play, especially for like house music piano patterns. It's pretty cool because a lot of like in a lot of like early house music, you'll hear like a piano from like a Korg M1, for example, and like those kind of sounds, like it's really like a bright kind of tacky piano. So I'll kind of give you an idea of what it sounds like. It's recording on my phone, so it's not going to sound great, but I'll play a little pattern. Right on Time by Black Box. Pretty good piano riff. So one of like the first things I did after I set the temperament, I tuned up first, like up here, and then I tuned down. And there were some ones that still give me a bit of trouble, but for the most part, it's pretty good. There's still some up here. I've got these octaves pretty nice and clear, like that all sounds pretty good. Once you get this E was a little off. I just did this earlier today, so it's kind of quick. That F needs some work. F sharp is fine, and then G's fine, which I did like these up here today, and I've still got these 4 more guys on the top I gotta finish off before it's fully in tune. But yeah, so it was a fun project to do because like this is the best it's ever sounded in my lifetime, at least. Like when my dad was young and he had this in his house and it was tuned by a professional, it probably sounded pretty darn good for a spinet piano anyway. But so I'm just gonna play a couple things on it, and you can get an idea for what it sounds like. All right. So yeah, Christmas is Coming from Charlie Brown Christmas, by Vince. I don't know how to pronounce the guy's last name, but so as you can hear, I don't know how well it's gonna come through on the phone. It's a crappy phone microphone, and I did a sound test before this. On the video, the clickiness of the thumbtacks kind of just sounds like a really quick click, but if you're like actually sitting here playing it, or if I recorded this with like a better microphone, you would hear that the twang really like rings out, which is kind of nice. Sounds pretty good on that. So yeah, and I think it sounds especially good with like house music piano riffs. So now I'm gonna play some of my favorite house music piano patterns. There's Good Beat by Delight. And what else I can do? There's World Click by Delight. And that album has a lot of like just heavy like piano stabbing on it. Other than that, it's for more like quieter, like mellower pieces where like dynamic expression is kind of important. This isn't the greatest, because no matter how hard you press a key, you're still gonna get that high up twang to it, which isn't really what some pieces call for. Probably for more classical, but I don't really play much classical anyway. I think it definitely sounds good in the upper range too. Like up here, it can be like a music box kind of sound. So yeah, it definitely sounds nice and pretty up here, which I was happy about matching all these, because before I tuned it, took a couple weeks just because I didn't do it on one sitting, and it gets boring after a while, so you gotta take breaks. But what else? I think I'm pretty happy with how it came out and how it sounds now. Since it hasn't been tuned a lot, it's probably gonna fall out quickly. So part of like training it is to like keep doing it, keep tuning it when it falls out to get it used to that kind of like braces, I guess, like getting your teeth straight or whatever. But like wearing a retainer, I think that it sounds pretty darn good. And yeah, I'll do another song like in this upper range so you can kind of hear how that sounds. I did that wrong, but that's okay because I'm doing this all from memory. And then one more piece I'll do, Don't Mean a Thing If It Ain't Got That Swing by Duke Ellington. So yeah, that was just want to show my freshly tuned Tack piano that was tuned and tacked by me. And I need to finish up like these notes up here, but that's only 4. And like down here, especially doing these by ear, because like the chromatic tuner I was using anyway doesn't even recognize the notes down here. So you had to do these by octave. And once you get down to this really groggy part, it was hard to match the octaves. Like, I can tell these are good. Once I get here, I know those don't match. Kind of here. Not really. And not really this one down here. That's just doing its own thing. But yeah, anyway, so that's what I want to show, the piano, and hope this was pretty cool. Kind of different from what I usually do, but hopefully you were like, hey, that's pretty cool. All right, see you later.